Hi guys, I'm going to do a Christmas card, but I'm going to do a different one for me. You know, I've watched a lot of people, I'm going to clean my glasses first. I've watched a lot of people do, I don't know exactly what they're called actually, where you open them up and then oh good grief, this is not a good way to start this video. Let's see, I'll show you my card base. I have a standard A2 size card base. It's scored at 4 1/4. It's 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4, but I also scored it at 2 1/8. It's one of those that, this will be landscape. It'll open like this, and then it has a piece inside that is a stopper, so that you can kind of see things on the inside and on the outside. I've never done one like that, and I figured today looked like a good day, right? So I have these mats. This one is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then of the same pattern, these are cut at just barely over 2. I didn't want them right at 2, but you can do them at 2 by 5 1/4. I did mine by 5 3/8. Then for the inside, for this part right here, which is where I'll write my message, I have these two white pieces, and they're cut at 2 by 5 1/4. I wanted to make sure that they did not interfere with the folding of it, so I went ahead and made them a little bit more narrow. And these are not even 2 1/16. I mean, they're somewhere in between 2 1/8 and 2 1/16. And then I had some leftover stickers from year before last. Yeah, year before last. I'm still trying to pare down the stack of things that for whatever reason I've just been holding on to. I don't even know why. But I'm trying to get through it. This piece was just a sticker. I put it on this red and white piece of cardstock. And then I have this little button on here. I got those little buttons at Tuesday morning. That little guy is going to go right there. And then I have a stamp set that has these adorable little elves. I'm pretty sure I got it on AliExpress. I'm pretty sure that's where I got it from. But I want to put one of these little guys. Which one was I going to do? I think it was this little guy. I was going to put this over to the side, and this on here, and then on these pieces, they're going to go on there like that. This little guy is going to be glued on, which he is. What I did with this was, I stamped it twice, I colored it once, and then I paper pieced the little gifts on here with the intent of just gluing him straight down. However, when I decided to do it this way, that wasn't going to work for me. So I stamped it again, and then I have a die that cuts them out. That's why it leaves that white border, and that's why this little piece here is kind of rigid. Anyway, I stamped it out, I die cut it again, and then I just glued it onto the back to make this little guy thicker and this little piece here thicker. I'm hoping my camera is still working okay. I dropped it a while ago on my desk. Not a good thing. This is also a sticker that I just cut a piece of green cardstock. I mounted it on the white. Then I just cut a square. And then I decided I didn't want that. So I cut the green, and I didn't want it just flat, so I put foam underneath there, or in between there. That little guy's going to go up there. Needs to go off to the side a little bit though, so it doesn't interfere with this little guy's head. Then this little girl's going to get glued down on the inside. I think I'm going to put this little guy checking the list over here. And I think I'm going to glue these gifts down. I don't know. know how I want to glue those down. Let's think about it. And I'm just going to use my art glitter glue as my adhesive. It's really the best one, in my opinion, to use. Believe it or not, I stamped these and colored most of these back in July when I did a few Christmas in July cards. This stamp set also has these little lights. I think they're adorable. They're kind of dainty though. So I stamped it out a few times and colored it because I didn't know if I wanted to run a long strand or do a short strand or what I wanted to do. And then I also have these adorable little candy canes. Oh, good grief. Where'd the other one go? Oh, still over here by me. And these little holly leaves. And this other one is actually the same thing, except that I messed up on one of the leaves, so I cut it off. I might put two of these little candy canes or two of these little guys together with foam in between and pop that side up a little bit. Let's see. Or, wait a minute. Would I rather do... No, I'd rather put that on the inside. Let's just start gluing some stuff down and see what happens. How about that? I'm going to use my... I changed my mind. I'm going to use my ATG gun to put these pieces down, and then these guys I'll use the art glitter glue. It has been raining for the biggest majority of 2 weeks, and I'm not mad at it because it's been cooler, and I'm all about that. I love the cooler weather. I don't like the cold. Anyway, so it has been nicer, in my opinion, and it's not been so hot for my husband at work because he is a welder by trade, and that job, he gets hot. It just gets too hot. So, especially when he goes over to his shop that he has his for here, not his 40-hour-a-week job. I almost said where he works. I don't think he'd appreciate that. Some people don't mind, but I feel like it would not be a good thing for me to share his information without his permission. You know? I try to be respectful. Good grief, now I'm just missing the paper altogether. So, I've told you guys that my dog is 18 years old, and he has been acting out lately. And I know he's doing it on purpose because when I get on to him, he immediately stops what he's doing because he knows he's doing wrong. I had to go buy a carpet shampooer today, and I have spent the largest part of today shampooing carpet because of that little snot. I get up in the middle of the night and take him out. I take him out before I get in bed, and I typically am on my computer at night, and I know people shouldn't be. I just am. You know, after my husband goes to sleep, that's just what I do because I can't sleep. I have a little bit of insomnia. Actually, I have a lot of insomnia. So yeah, I take him out before I go to bed, and then I get up in the middle of the night and I take him out again because he's 18. He can't hold his bladder like he used to. I take his bowl up in the evening at the same time every evening, and I control how much water I give him. I don't just leave a water bowl down all the time. I don't think that that's good for people and their carpets. Because if they can't get out to go, they will go in your floor. And I just, no, not my house, thank you. So, my dogs have always been, I say dogs, we lost one of our dogs. Oh, good grief. Crap. Oh, and that's real crooked. No. What am I going to do about that? Oh my gosh, I am tearing that up. Let's see if I can fix it this way. Art Glitter Glue, save me. He says, okay. There, that's better. Alright, so back to my dog. Now I have the lid off this one. I mean the pin out of this. Might as well go ahead and use it. Give me a little bit of wiggle room. Anyway, so I get up in the middle of the night specifically to take the dog out to go to the bathroom. Because, again, he's an elderly old man. And, well, if they can't get out, they will still go. So since it's been raining here, he does not like the rain. He has never liked the rain. And I have always had to pick him up and set him outside to go potty outside where he belongs. So what he's been doing to me, well, he did to me last night. He hasn't been doing it, or we would have had a bigger problem. Last night he went out, tinkled a little bit, just enough to, I guess, satisfy me, and then he came back in the house. The little snot waited till I went back to sleep, because I was woke up to him peeing next to my bed and my carpet. That went over about like a lead balloon. I was not happy. So, because I don't want that to be a habit, I bought pee pads and a carpet shampooer. I was not planning to spend $150 on a carpet shampooer. But again, this can't be a habit. Because, no. So, I got him some pee-pee pads, and we'll see if they work. I'll find out this evening. Or tonight, I mean. When I go to sleep. I could put this little guy over here. No. You know, it won't do any good to put him upright. And I think that'll hold it. Alright. So, let's put the little list guy over here. And then this little girl flat over here. I'm not going to worry about the adhesive or the foam that's in between there being too tall, because it's not any taller than that button. So I've been shampooing carpet today. And you know, I vacuum my floors on a regular basis. I live in a very old home that, well, it was built in 1940, and I love my home. And the carpets are not, well, I guess they are kind of old, because I've lived in this house almost 18 years. And so the carpets would be more than 20 years old, but I vacuum regularly. You don't realize how much crap is trapped in your carpet, even though you vacuum on a regular basis, until you shampoo your carpets. So the more I was pulling up out of the carpets and the more grossed out I got, the more I had to shampoo. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but it's like, oh God, no, this is just not okay. No wonder I have allergies. So I've been shampooing carpets all day. And, I mean, it's kind of a blessing in disguise, I guess. It's not something I wanted to be doing on a Saturday. I needed to be in here filming. But it just hasn't, it just worked out exactly how it was supposed to, I suppose. Now this little guy, I can't glue all of him down because, again, this is going to fold up like this. So let's see where I want him. We'll leave his little hat poking up. Because the more I get glued down, the better. Definitely on this little stem. It's a handle. Good grief. Me and my words. I just make them up as I go along, I guess. It's a stem to this little cart. Good grief. Oh, I meant to do him kind of wonky. Oh well. Too late now. This is going to go on the other side. And then I want this cute little fella here. So again, we'll leave his little hat. Whoa, no. Let's don't do that. So yeah, my husband went racing today, and I told him I was going to buy a carpet shampooer. And his response to that was, okay. And then he said, now you do realize that once you start that little journey, and I said, no, it's not going to be that bad. I vacuum regularly. How bad can it be? Oh, it can be pretty bad. Well, the good news is I have clean carpet. And then I've got, like, my living room I need to do. Now that I've done bedrooms, I need to do my living room. And I can't do that unless I have somebody here. Oops. How many more things can I drop today? I can't do that until I have somebody here to help me move the heavy furniture in my living room. And it's hard for me to be mad at my little dog because he's 18 and he has been a blessing to me. He has been my therapist for a number of years. He don't talk back, but he's been my therapist. Ding dong, there's a bookcase there. Speaking of, here he comes. I think I want some of these little candy canes on here. I don't know what he's up and around doing, but I just had him outside, so he better not be misbehaving. Come on, off my finger. Thank you. Those are cute. Now, should I put candy canes on the other side or holly? I think I want to do holly on the other side. So that's kind of in my day. And my son was supposed to come over today, but he must not have got off work until really late, which really late for him getting off work would be like 5 a.m. Now, do I want these packages on here or not? I think they're cute. I have some that I could put on the other side. Let's see. Yeah, it's the night before last. He didn't get off, well, 3 nights ago, he didn't get off work until 5:30 a.m. He had one client call in, and they had literally 19 computers that he had to work on. He's obviously a computer tech. Do I want those on there or no? I really kind of do want those on there, and I know it's a lot, but the little elves are supposed to be at the North Pole, so of course there'd be a whole bunch of packages. And my glue is being done. If you have this glue and it does that, all you have to do is loosen up the cap. Mine did that for a long time, even with a pin in it, and I kept thinking, my goodness, what am I doing wrong here? It's just a bottle of glue. And it wasn't until May had said, just loosen up the cap, I thought, oh, no wonder, that makes perfect sense. It releases the vacuum that it obviously has. Oh, tell me I didn't put too much glue on there. I don't remember if these packages came with this stamp set. No, I think these packages came with a different stamp set. I think, if I remember right. I really kind of want to use some of those lights too. And my dog is telling me, Mom, it's time to eat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you've had to shampoo carpet all day, but it's time to eat. That's busy. But when it stands up like this, he's cute. Like I said, I can write my message in here. I don't like how bad that looks. I may cover that up. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I will, because I don't like it. Uh-oh. I have a blurb of glue again. It's way too much glue. If I could stop dropping them, it'd be great. I kind of want to put these on this package. Now, do we need any of these lights? No. What about on the inside? No. I'm going to cut pieces to cover this up. I don't like it. After I clean up my glue bottle and loosen the cap. The only trouble I found with this glue is, for me, it's probably not a problem for anybody else. I have rheumatoid arthritis, so I have a hard time, and I have carpal tunnel. I have a hard time holding on to and getting a good enough grip on things I still need something to wipe that off. Why don't I have a paper towel? Now I do. Anyway, I have a hard time getting a grip on this, so what I always do with it is I have to get it. I have a piece of that rubberized shelf liner, this stuff. It gives me something to grab to, and it makes it easier for me to loosen things up. So if you have the same problem, maybe that'll help you. But I'm going to have to cut 2 more pieces because that's not okay. I know who I'm sending this card to, and I would not, well, it doesn't matter who I'm sending it to. I wouldn't send it looking like that. So let's cut 2 new white pieces just to go on top. Oh my. I was at Walmart earlier buying a carpet shampooer and was going to buy some new rotary blades for my trimmer. They had the trimmers, but no replacement blades. I didn't understand that. They had the other trimmers. They had the replacements for those, but they didn't have the replacements for the rotary. So I guess I'm going to have to either order them or buy them at Hobby Lobby. And it's still stuck to my thumb. Get off of me. Please go away. Thank you. I don't necessarily need another piece on that one because it's okay. But I think if I go ahead and use it, it's just going to add stability to it. So why not? There. Cute. That looks a whole lot better. That's adorable. And it's got a little bit of, it has a little bit of thickness here on this side of the inside, but with these type of cards, they always have to have that. Otherwise, you don't have a stopper to hold that. That's cute. So yeah, that's my card for today. And my series of unfortunate events with my silly dog. Let me know what you guys think. And hopefully everything looks okay with my camera. Hopefully everything sounds okay with my camera. If not, it'll be a voiceover. There's that. I've never done that, so that would be new. Anyway, thanks for spending some time with me. I certainly appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great day and a glorious tomorrow. Bye, guys.